Good afternoon, welcome back to OnlyJustJay. It's been a hot while since I've done a video, and yeah, sorry for falling off on that kind of thing. For those of you who still have me on various social media accounts, you will have seen over the past 2 months or so, I picked up a new hobby, basically just running, exercising and vlogging as I'm doing it. It's 100% not something I would have seen myself doing at the start of the year, never mind the start of 2 years ago, last time I made my resolutions. Over the last few months, with the big exclusion of December, I started an Instagram channel. I've been posting almost daily on there, whether it be on my runs, my morning thoughts on the walk to work, or just daily water reminders. Drink water. Instagram's been a really good outlet for that content, and I really want to carry on doing it on there. I also want to start creating something a little bit longer lasting than just my 24-hour story on Instagram. And that's where YouTube comes in. Shout out Cody Trains for the inspo, as always. I really wanted to start weekly vlogging my journey. Firstly, to get down to my maintenance weight, my first marathon, etc, etc. We'll get into that shortly with my resolutions, but I feel like a new year is always a good start. I am a massive fan of resolutions. While I might not always stick to them, it's as good a time as any to get some motivation, get into some new habits and work towards your goals. If you've known me for over 2 years, you'll have remembered me at the start of 2020. I was really unhappy with my weight. I decided enough was enough. I needed to make a change, and I set it as my resolution to do so. And through the first half of the year I did. I started at a weight of 107 kilograms, which is a little under 17 stone, and I set my mind to lose as much as I could. I didn't really have a goal at the time, although I knew to be a regular BMI I needed to be about 79 kilos, which is 2.5 stone. I managed to lose about 20 kilograms, which is about 3 stone, and I maintained about 85 to 90. About 13.5 to 14 stone. Since then, as far as resolutions go, I know if I stick my mind to it, I can do it. So without any further ado, my resolutions are split into 3 different categories. The first being my goals for personal life, the second being my goals for my band Kill the Silence, and the third being goals for this channel, or OnlyJustJay. Section 1. Goals for my personal life. Number 1, I want to get my driving license. It's been one of those resolutions I've had to keep making. It's kept eluding me over the years, but as I'm now living in Manchester, my family live in Leeds, my band live in Yorkshire around the Huddersfield area, commuting is always a pain, and it would be so much easier if I could drive. So if I could get at least a good way through that by the end of 2023, I'll be so much happier. Number 2, hitting my maintenance weight. I glossed over that a little bit in the intro, but I've already lost a bunch of weight up until this point, but I've been maintaining at about 85 to 90 kilograms. I really want to make that final push and finish that ultimate goal of 79 kilos, which is about 12.5 stone. This is definitely achievable. I know I can do it again. Obviously just keeping the mindset. I weighed myself a couple of days ago and I was 91.2 kilos. So yeah, 12 kilos ago, which I feel like I can do hopefully within the first quarter of the year, but we'll just see how it goes. Section 2. Goals for Kill the Silence. It's been a rough year. I've done a couple of statuses. I've done one on my personal page, the band page. Briefly going to, well, my personal one goes a little bit more into the year as a whole, but it's not been the best year, and I know that that's not the case for just us. Even though with gigs coming back, 2022 has just been really tough to get back into it. Just taking such a long break, obviously, off and not being creative for so long, a lot of creatives' minds have not the same as they were before, and it has kind of destroyed a little bit of that creative drive that a lot of people have, and I don't think I've been skipped over on that either. I think that I feel it too. But that being said, things really did grind to a halt in the latter half of the year, and I just want to go into 2023 with a positive mindset, a fresh outlook, and get out there and do more stuff, basically. We do have something in the pipeline as well, which is good that it's almost done, so hopefully in the first month or 2 there will be something new from Kill the Silence out there. But for the long term, goal 1 would be recording a new EP. So although there has been quite, a few downsides to the last year, there has been some good times as well. We've had some great gigs, namely Gulliver's, Saltaire Festival, we played Percy's, we played Parish. Good gigs. As far as music's concerned, we re-released Get Out, Get Out. Really proud of the new recording of that. And obviously Inevitable came out in May, but since then we've not released any new music, which wasn't obviously the goal for this year. And there's been a couple of things that have been in the way of that, but a lot of delays and stuff. So next year I want to get in there, get back in the studio, record a new EP, and hopefully have one released towards the end of the year. So having brand new music and a new campaign out there would just be such a refreshing change from this year. Second goal, we didn't play a massive amount of gigs in 2022. I did mention, obviously, we played Saltaire Festival, we played a headline show at Gulliver's, which was awesome, Percy's Parish, I could go on. But I want 2023 to be the year that we get back out there and complete at least one 5-day UK run. That's just for metrics, but just for us to get out there, I want to play Scotland again. We've only played Scotland once, that was Wildfire Fest. We haven't played Wales at all yet. I want to play London again, and I just want to go to some new places, as well as obviously play a couple more headline shows in our home areas, which are always the best shows. But I want to get out there, I want to do some music, and I want to tour again, because it's been years since we've done a proper tour. Finally, these are the goals for this channel / OnlyJustJay, and you'll know why I say that slash at the end for the last one. These ones are going to be a little bit more metric based, just so I can have a look back in a year's time and actually measure the numbers and see how it's gone versus what I was hoping for. So number one, I want my Instagram training account to reach 2,000 followers. The thing is, when I post regularly to my Instagram account, everyone's really supportive and really engaged, and I've had the account it's around 2 months, and I have 266 followers as I've just looked. It would be awesome to finish 2023 on 2,000, which I know is a lot, but I know if I stick to it, it's a very achievable goal. Number two, I want to finish a marathon and sign up for a London marathon or something like that. I'll explain. I have currently signed up for Manchester Marathon. It's 16th of April. It's in the calendar. I've got the training shirt, and the training plan is going great. And I'm in a good position to make that an achievable goal. But that's also why I've tagged on the next one, which is entering into the London Marathon. I want to be in a position where I have entered into at least one of the Abbott World Majors, the closest and most accessible being London, and then there's Berlin as well. Ideally, I want to be in the London Marathon, or entered into the London Marathon at this time next year. Fingers crossed. Hopefully the Manchester Marathon goes well as well. Number three, I want this vlog channel, this channel right here, to be at 500 subs. This is the very first video on the channel. I would love to aim for about 500 by the end of the year. I know it's not as easy getting subscribers anymore, and I know it's not even YouTube's like focus anymore in the algorithm or anything like that. I watch enough YouTubers complaining about it to know that subscribers are really not the thing, but it is a metric that I can measure. To be honest, even if I don't reach that, I'd love to have completed and stuck to the plan of having one video a week vlog. And it doesn't have to be exercise or anything like that. It's just vlogging what I'm doing that week. So I'm going to keep doing it even if I'm away, even if I'm gigging, touring, or just not exercising, whatever. I'm going to keep doing it. It'll be more of a life thing, hopefully. And finally, four, looking to streaming on OnlyJustJay again. This is something I'd love to start doing personally for myself. Streaming gaming on Twitch. I love doing it, all for me really. I mean, I don't have to stream gaming, to be honest. I can do music stuff as well, but I just want to start streaming on Twitch again. This one's kind of low priority though, because there's so much to do before I even think about that sort of thing. Obviously KTS EP2, everything else I've mentioned above, up and running. This will be a nice end goal if I achieve everything else, or I'm done as much as I can towards everything else anyway. Well, that's everything. If you've got this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic new year. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let me know what your resolutions are, and next year I might chase you up on it just to see if you've done it. That's all from me. You've been watching OnlyJustJay, and as always,